Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your full moon reading for the 14th of June 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's get straight to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is the full moon reading. Now, it will be a super full moon and it's in Sagittarius on the 14th of June, okay? Now, that time period in particular is all about looking at your targets, feeling that passion for the things that you want to achieve, but most importantly, looking at how far you've come so far, being proud of your journey. You've been through a difficult, challenging journey, and sometimes we forget to look back at how far we've come and sort of give ourselves a bit of a pat on the back. We tend to be always looking forward to the next goal and the next one and the next. So this period will be about you looking at your accomplishments and feeling proud of yourself. Also with that Sagittarian energy, you really feel like getting back on target. So you may make adjustments in your world to find that energy, that drive, that determination to commit to the goals and the dreams that you've been connected to in the first place. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I transmute an outcome. This is a reading for what your guides want you to know during this super full moon period, okay? Now, your second house is activated during this time, and that's all about value. How you value yourself, most importantly, but it's also about you focusing on your money and on any prosperity that you're trying to manifest. Also, property, if you're trying to make a move, for example, saving for things like that, looking at your finances and your business transactions. So that may be something that you'll be heavily focused on during this period, but of course there'll be other things that come up there as well. These are messages that your guides want you to know during this period. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do you need to show them? What are they meant to see for their highest good? What are they meant to know? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay, so okay, they want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I love it. I wish you could hear what I can hear because they're like, do one more, do one more. So we've got one more shuffle there. So that's 5 cards as your overarching energy so far. But let's go and get the details. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do my beautiful Scorpio need to know? What are they meant to see for their highest good? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? King of Wands. We're loving that. The passion is returning. So if you've been feeling a little bit like you've been operating under the radar recently, you're going to get your passion back. You're going to be a little bit more creative. You're really going to be connecting to your inner power, empowering yourself and finding that energy. We do have, okay, they want me to go one more. And we got the Fool card. So if you're having any new starts, you're taking a new journey or a new path in life, Spirit, your guides want you to be aware. Take a pause just to think about the strategy before you make the move, okay? But we will get to that in a moment. They're indicating, well, Scorpio, you normally have a strategy, but it's about taking that pause before you take the leap, okay? Just to sort of calculate any risks that you are setting out on before you actually take them. But knowing you, my beautiful Scorpio, you've already done that several times before you even connect to taking a leap of faith. King of Pentacles, lots of money. Now, your guides are going to give you some messages about you first and then things that are coming towards you, just so you're aware. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We've got Knight of Cups here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Okay, so we've got Knight of Swords and we got the Queen of Wands. So let's get straight to the start. Now, this is a beautiful deck, the Key Oracle deck. It does say she who flies, but male or female, this is not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. So I'm going to say the one who flies. So this is about you elevating like that phoenix rising from the ashes, but you're daring to do something different, okay? This is an energy here of you evolving and being very, very successful in whatever it is you do. You have high expectations of yourself, and your guides want you to be aware. They know how hard you work, and you're like laser focus. As you can see, she's got that sort of eagle's, well, you know, it's like a bird's skull there. So I feel like it's like a bird of prey, an eagle eye. You know, you see all the details. Nothing really gets past you, but I feel like you have high expectations of where you want to go, and you will reach those heady heights, okay? So this is your protagonist energy. You may be sort of your focus at this time. I mean, your second house is activated, so the King of Pentacles is, you know, absolutely in your protagonist energy. You're focusing on your finances, building a solid foundation, but they're just showing me how hard you work, Scorpio. You are like, sometimes you may even compare yourself to like a robot. You seem to be like on autopilot, just working really hard. Now, it will pay off. You may be wondering, is it ever going to pay off? But I feel like you are manifesting, but most importantly, you're working hard towards something that you will accomplish. And there is a lot of financial reward headed your way in your lifetime. They want you to be aware. But it says here, dare, do, reach, okay? So again, they're giving this energy, especially if it's anything involving your finances. Do your due diligence. Think before you act. Make sure you've got all bases covered, because the Four of Swords is like a temporary timeout. Okay, temporary timeout to really meditate on things. So, the King of Pentacles is making a financial decision, but one that is based on your knowledge. You're very, very savvy when it comes to your finances, okay? You know everything that's going on in your strategy, and it is working. But they're indicating here that you're being a lot more daring with this full moon energy. You may be coming out of this comfort zone. You will definitely feel a little bit more sensitive than usual. You may even have like sensitive hearing where things appear to be louder than usual, maybe even grating sometimes. So do protect your energy, especially in the solar plexus area. Make sure you've protected and shut down your energy so you're not absorbing everybody's energy there. But the one who flies, you are about to take a leap of faith in some area of your life. You're very daring. You're very courageous. You were given a very difficult journey in this lifetime, my beautiful Scorpio, because you were strong enough to take it. Now, that does not mean, you know, it doesn't really help you in a way, and it doesn't mean that things are going to be more difficult in the future. Actually, I see they're a little bit more easier in the future. But your guides want you to be aware that sometimes you work yourself to the bone, to the point of burnout. So just be careful, okay? That you replenish your energy. Now, my guides are just showing me how spiritual you are, okay? When you connect to source, when you quieten your mind, because your mind tends to be like a supercomputer where it's like, you know, formulating plans, then backup plans for the plans, and then backup plans for the backup plans. So you're always like, your imagination runs wild, okay? And then you've got the day-to-day to deal with, and then you tend to think back and look at your own wisdom in certain circumstances, and you know, also there's like memories. So sometimes your brain is like working overload, and whilst that is wonderful, your guides are sort of informing my guides, make time to quieten your mind, make the space for you to have like 10 minutes out of your busy schedule just to pause. It will really feel good, and it almost resets your energy, rejuvenates your energy. They really want you to have this energy that you're going at a very fast pace. And especially when you're making some new decisions, some big decisions in your world, take that space in between to pause so that you can really hear that inner voice of yours before you make a decision, and before you're actually connecting to source in those silent moments. You're very, very spiritual. Four of Swords is an energy of meditation, so they really want you to be connecting to meditation at this time. It can also be that self-reflection is the key for you at the moment, but it just shows me here that you've withdrawn into work. Okay, so you may have not been getting out there enjoying yourself as much as you could have been, but I feel like your focus right now is making finances or making something work, because the Four of Swords is a withdrawal energy. Now, you may have withdrawn in solitude because you're getting closure on a situation. It doesn't have to be that doesn't have to be that you're heartbroken on something. It can mean that you're withdrawing in order to sort of close down a cycle that you've been in, whether it's a really busy one or whether it is been a very difficult one. I feel like you're taking you will be taking a bit of a rest, or I just feel you may have gone off grid for a little bit. Maybe you're not wanting to connect to people, talk to people, or things like that. It won't last very long, but you may be feeling that solitary energy, okay? Now, also this card is a card of gaining stability. So you're grounding yourself. That's definitely going to come with this full moon energy. This full moon energy, it's all about passion. It's about drive, targets. And when it hits your second house as well, that's all about how you value yourself and you putting all the effort in and receiving good reward, okay? And that stems across the board in terms of relationships, friendships, and career, all of those things. You're looking at reciprocity, the effort that you put into things, and how much you get out of the situation. But the Four of Swords is like going into a peaceful state of mind to find clarity. So you may have some big decisions to make, but in that you need time for a break, okay? You need to take care of yourself. You need to take more care of yourself is what they're giving me, especially with that Four of Swords and the Ten of Wands in the resistance position, which tells me that you tend to burn yourself out. And that Hangman energy is like, it's only a temporary pause. The world's not going to come crumbling down just because you gave yourself a break. Okay, so really think about that, my beautiful Scorpio. Now, I'm a Scorpio too, and I cannot read for myself, but I can acknowledge myself in those comments that they're giving me, okay? Sometimes I'll work so hard that I'm just completely exhausted and I'm just on repeat. And it's because Scorpios, we tend to do everything that we love doing with passion. So we're like full speed ahead at 100 miles an hour. Otherwise, if we're not interested in something, we're like, meh, not really for me, okay? So, during those times when you're excited about something or you're invested in something, take some time out for you to do a little bit of resting, okay? It's fine, even if it's temporary. King of Pentacles, okay? You are very, very hardworking. Okay, and also you are capable. Your guides want you to know that you're actually attracting a lot of financial reward, prosperity in this lifetime. Whatever you turn your hand to, your guides are showing me, whatever it is you turn your hand to, you actually turn it to gold. So it's almost like you're really good at lots of things. But there's something here in particular that you're really focused on, that you really want to accomplish. And sometimes, my beautiful Scorpio, it's almost like, now don't shoot the messenger when I say this, but sometimes you may overcommit yourself to things. You may do too much, okay? And you may work like, it's almost like you do all the extra work on top of that. And you may feel like it's your responsibility to do everything. Sometimes it's good to just take a step back and let the abundance come towards you, okay? We work, we squirrel away, we actually, focus on something and then take a step back. It gives prosperity time to breathe, to come on in towards you. So just be mindful of that. Also with this King of Pentacles, I feel like you're making really good decisions. There is opportunity to be found everywhere for you because you're so good at what you do. You're very talented, you're very driven, and you've got a lot of knowledge. So this is about you grounding yourself with that Four of Swords and that King of Pentacles, grounding your energy in order to make more money, of course. But I feel like your manifestation skills are very, very high. And whatever it is you're focusing on, I feel like you will attract a lot of financial reward with this, okay? Now, of course, some of you may be a little bit more bogged down recently with administrative tasks that you may be like, oh, this is so boring. So something that you may have been, it's almost like, for example, if you're an entrepreneur and you got your own business, it's wonderful. You're passionate about what you do, but there may be like bureaucracy, like forms to fill in, tax things to work out, understand financial things that you may not have heard of before, how to make your money work for you. And you're like, oh, can I just be passionate about all the things? Do I have to really think about all the ins and outs and contracts and things? It may feel a little bit overwhelming as we move through this full moon, super full moon there in Sagittarius. So it's all part and parcel of this transitional period. So you will get through it. It's not overwhelming. If you find yourself having a little bit of like, you can't quite grasp something, or I feel like you can find your way to connect with information that will give you that. So maybe an advisor or someone who's really, practical with money management and things like that. But this card basically tells me, your guides are telling me as well, how ambitious you are. Okay, very important. Okay, they're giving me a song. We are not what you think we are. We are golden. We are golden. Okay, I've heard this one before. Oh, and I'm just getting, my guide is actually stroking basically my right shoulder. It's at the lower end. So that may mean that someone's got a lot of stress. They're holding a lot of stress in that area. I mean, a lot of humans hold stress in that area, but it could be something a little bit more precise where someone's had a procedure in that area, right shoulder, a little bit lower down by the shoulder blade rather than on top, just so you're aware. They're just stroking me in that area. So they're indicating, if that's you, then I'm picking up on your energy. If it's not you, doesn't mean it's not your reading. It can mean spiritually that, you know, you're putting yourself under a lot of pressure right now, and you may feel it in your shoulders, in particular on the right hand side. Okay, so but also it can mean that that person's attention has wandered, so they want to bring them back into the reading, just so you're aware. Okay, but the King of Pentacles, oh, so that song, coming back to that song, We Are Golden. I've heard that song before. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it's even come up in a reading. I'm merely sure of it. I can't remember 100%, but I really do feel like it has. We are not. Something about dreams, I think it is, because they're actually showing me like a dream state energy right now. So maybe there's something here that we are not what you think we are. We are golden. Okay, so maybe this is about, I'm not really sure what the song's about, okay? I mean, if you know what the song is, because I can't tell you who sings it, it's quite a jovial song, actually. But if you know what the song is, then maybe you know how it connects to you. Maybe you just heard it on the radio, or it plays on the radio in the next 4 to 5 weeks to symbolize that there is some sort of positive shift going on in your world. But let me see. Connect to the lyrics. We are golden. We're not what you think we are. We are golden. So this could also mean, I mean, I'm trying to look at it. I mean, I'm holding a King of Pentacles, which is all about gold. Okay. So it can mean that even though you're struggling, you're fine. You don't need anybody's help. You're very self-sufficient. You're like, you know what? I got this by myself. So do be mindful, especially if you do actually need help with delegating responsibility. You don't have to do everything by yourself, my beautiful Scorpio. There are so many people who want to help you. They love you and they want to be there for you. You don't always have to be that lone wolf. So you can drop the shoulders, the stress, and just breathe. It's all going to be fine, okay? But this King of Pentacles tells me that you're very ambitious and you're going to achieve the abundance you set out to, okay? But a lot of you may cut people off or cut situations off in order to just tunnel vision focus on your work. And sometimes, whilst that is wonderful and it is very productive and you know, it will absolutely get you where you want to go, don't forget to enjoy life. Okay, don't forget to take that break and have some time for you. We've also got the one who nurtures. Isn't it interesting? We got the Ace of Pentacles here as well, and we've got the card of the Ten of Wands. So a lot of stress. So whatever it is you're building, you're financially being rewarded. I mean, you got the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So I'm not surprised because your second house is activated, all about money coming on in, property. Some of you may be wanting to buy a home, and you will find the money to open those gates to allow you to buy that home, okay? So rest assured you're on the right path. But empathy, gentleness, insight. You have a lot of psychic abilities, my beautiful Scorpio. You're very intuitive. And sometimes when you work really hard, you may feel a little bit overwhelmed and overloaded. And that can make you feel like you can't connect to your intuition. Okay, so it's because you're so exhausted. So if you're feeling a little bit like why is it I haven't got the answers? Why is it intuitively I just don't know what to do right now? Take a step back. Get some rest, maybe even some sleep, because I feel some of you have not been sleeping very well recently. And it's just sort of making your intuition feel like it's not there, because I mean it is there, but you may be so exhausted that you just haven't got the energy to really connect to it. So just be mindful of that. Remember to love yourself and build healthy boundaries, healthcare routines. Healthcare isn't all about taking a bath or a nap or, you know, reading a nice book. It's a cycle that you continue to put yourself first and realize your value. You bring so much to life and love and your career and everything. You don't just give a piece of you to each thing, you give all of you to each thing. And that is exhausting, okay? So remember, when it comes to you, give all of you to you as well, okay? Completely switch off. Your third eye, they're showing me, is very, very connected, but it's the fact that you've been doing a lot. You have a lot of responsibilities. You may have fatigue right now, okay? You may have had a lot of burdens. So take some time out, especially over this full moon period. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, as I said. Your ears, they keep showing me ears, as in you may sound maybe like super louder than usual, and this area, solar plexus area, maybe a little bit wide open and sensitive, okay? Ace of Pentacles, yeah, a gift. You are a gift. Your guides want you to be aware of that, but you were marked in this world for success. Now, success looks differently for everyone, of course, so it depends on what your idea of success is for you. Some of you, it's going to be financial reward. I mean, some of you may be thinking a little bit more about finances because of that second house, and of course, because of the world circumstances, you may be protecting your money, because we got nurture. This is a nurturing card. You're nurturing the growth of your finances, protecting what you've got, making sure that you've got it in the right place, and securing it in case there was any sort of like financial craziness going on in the world and things like that. So the Ace of Pentacles, they're actually showing me if you're looking for a new job, or you're applying yourself to buy something, purchase something, because they give me the word acquisition. So if you're like looking to buy a home, or you're saving to give yourself a better opportunity elsewhere, or there's new income coming in, okay? There's investment opportunities all around you, and I feel some of you are going to get a new job or raise or promotion. This is a gift from the universe, so there's the start of some big fortune coming towards you because of your hard work, your dedication. The King of Pentacles tells me that you work hard for every cent that you earn, and I feel like this is the start of prosperity for you. I feel like you're aligning yourself with success, and this is prosperity in its purest form. You're actually on the right path to make an impact in your world. So for example, for some, money's not important. Of course, we all need it to pay bills, but it may be about you making your mark in your career, your chosen field for career. Now, I'm only mentioning career because of the Pentacles, but your guides are aware that you invest your whole heart and soul into every single thing that you do, and it is exhausting, and they love you for it. They're so proud of you. They're so proud of your journey. They're so proud of what you've accomplished so far. They want you to be as proud, and sometimes you don't even think about it. You just think about the struggle, and you just keep on. You keep your nose to the grindstone, and just you keep going on. So they just want you to stop for a moment and recognize that you're a force to be reckoned with, and you are on the right track, and you're going to be very, very successful. Give yourself a break, okay? Have compassion for yourself sometimes. That Ten of Wands tells me overload energy. Now, there may be some sort of new start that you're trying to initiate in your world. It can mean that you're burning away things that no longer serve purpose in your world. You could be releasing the excess. You're clearing the way for new beginnings, but you may have also overcommitted yourself in some areas like your work, friendships. I feel though you've been sort of operating under the radar. You've been dipping in and out. You haven't been fully present in other people's lives. That's what I feel. I feel like you've been focused. Your focus has been elsewhere, probably to build a financially secure future for your family and yourself, okay? But it's been exhausting. The Ten of Wands also indicates your strength, okay? You're gathering strength. You're completely burnt out, and you're almost working on like a backup generator. You don't know where you get the energy sometimes, and sometimes you overload yourself, but you always find that extra piece of energy to go the extra mile. And that's who you are, and that's always who you've been. It will serve you well in your true life's purpose, okay? But they're just showing me how your commitment to everything you do. Of course, you've taken a step back here, maybe to rest or to focus on your career in some way, or to manage your money in some way. But I feel as a friend, you're loyal, you're true blue. You would be there for your friends no matter what, okay, any time of day. But I feel you've taken a protective step back to focus on something else right now. There's something that's on your mind that you feel committed to. We've also got the one who regrets. Battle, victory, bitterness. Okay, now Scorpio, you tend to choose your battles wisely, and as an evolved Scorpio, you don't really deal in bitterness. you don't get bitter, you get better. My guys just gave me that. You don't get bitter, you get better. So your form of revenge tends to be success in battle. You winning something or accomplishing something, showing people what they missed out on, for example, if they didn't choose you, either in a love relationship or a career opportunity. So I feel like the battles that you have taken part in, there are some that, because it's clarified here by a Queen of Wands, and the battle that they're indicating here, and this is very profound energy that I've got coming through, Scorpio, the battle that you feel you regret the most is not having confidence in yourself. It's quite an energy that I've got coming through here. It's just, if you could see yourself, my beautiful Scorpio, the way other people see you or how your guides see you, you are a force to be reckoned with, and you're capable of accomplishing anything you set your mind to, any goal, okay? But sometimes you lack confidence. They're showing me, because my guides are actually pointing to these two cards that are sort of like clarifying, they were clarifying each other there, but they're indicating the biggest battle of all that you face is your confidence in yourself. Okay, and that is a battle that you will win. You will feel more confident. Also, there's an energy here of you not believing in your beauty, your attractiveness, or your handsomeness. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading, but they're indicating that sometimes you struggle, because we got the Queen of Wands there as well. Sometimes you struggle with how you look, okay, how you act. You're very sensual and very passionate, and sometimes people misconstrue your energy. They see you as like, for example, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, okay, sometimes people mistake your passion for someone who's like here today, gone tomorrow, or who wants a fling, or things like that. Whenever they hear, oh, you're a Scorpio, oh, and they sort of make judgments on that. They don't see the loyalty behind you. They don't see the deep heart that you have. The passion extends way beyond that. You have such a beautiful, caring, nurturing heart, but they only see what they want to see. And I feel like somewhere along the line, your confidence has been knocked, okay? So the biggest battle that you face is the confidence in yourself. And it may be that you're very quiet about that because you've got a very good bravado, you've got a very good poker face. You don't tend to allow people to see your weaknesses. That's different from vulnerability. You're good at opening up to vulnerability, okay? Having your heart on display, especially when it comes to your emotions with love. You are willing to dive in deep to the deepest ocean of love there was ever imaginable, because you give yourself all over to every situation, including love, to the point where sometimes you may lose yourself, which, Scorpio, that is a wonderful and daring trait to have, but sometimes it can be a little bit damaging to you and your feelings too, especially if you get hurt because you leave yourself wide open. So be mindful of that. But the biggest battle is realizing how much influence you have, how much confidence you should have. When you, as you evolve and you get older, you will look back and you'll go, wish I believed in myself more. Wish I had the confidence to know that actually I was awesome. I looked awesome. I look awesome now. I'm beautiful, both inside and out. And I've got passion, drive, determination, and leadership. You have leadership skills here. You are a natural born leader. So some of you will have a calling to go into a higher level of commitment jobs where you rise up, become, the CEO eventually. You are always rising. Some of you may be called to work independently, be an entrepreneur, set up your own business. Whatever the case is, you will always rise to the top because that's what talent does. Just have confidence in yourself. We've also got the one who guides, new path, guide, renewal. We've also got that with a Fool card. So I feel you're contemplating some sort of new path in your life right now, and it may require a leap of faith. It may require confidence to sort of take a chance on something. Definitely a new energy or an adventure happening here for you. And if you're making changes or renewing your energy, for example, if you lost your motivation for things that you did, or you lost your passion recently for something that you were once really passionate about, you are going to regain that. It's not lost. It's that you've exhausted yourself. Now, exhaustion can come in many forms. It doesn't always have to be that you're, up and doing. It can mean, the state of the world right now. It's a very overwhelming energy. And if you are completely open in the solar plexus area, you're absorbing all that energy. So please protect yourself. Now, I'm not here to sell anything, but if you've got a black tourmaline or a black obsidian, you can buy it from any good store, or especially from people who've got their own store. It's always nice to do that. You know, you can protect your energy because it just makes you feel exhausted. Now we've also got the one who is present, now awareness, acceptance. So I feel like you are, as you evolve, you do accept the skills that you have, the courage that you have. You're daring, you're more daring than most people. Okay, and what sets you apart is not only are you daring, you're not foolhardy, you don't rush in where other people would never even think about it, but you're daring, calculated, and you've got a lot of determination to succeed. You will always make it work, and you've always got a backup plan. And your guys are like, they're so thrilled with the way that you lead your changes or your challenges, because they're showing me that you are a leader. Also, you may be learning to be a little more present in your world with meditation, especially with the Four Swords. It's like, be present, meditate. And the same with this. It's very hard to live in the now, because as humans, we are always expected to live in the future. What would you like to work towards? What would you like to be in the future? And also, of course, as humans, we tend to look back, nostalgia. We can be triggered to remember the past, enjoy some of the warm memories, but we must recognize that they are an illusion. They've already passed. We can no longer live there. So the only way to really truly manifest is to live in the now. Okay, because we can't live in the present. Sorry, we can't live in the future. We can only live in the present. We can't live in the past. So meditation helps us sort of manifest for the future by seeing ourselves how we want to be in the future. And of course, the past is just a learning curve. It is a lesson that we take with us. We've got the King of Wands here. Now, I've got to say, King and Queen of Wands, there's a bit of a power couple headed your way. If you're looking for love, there's definitely love headed your way, okay? But I feel this is more about you finding your creativity again, really connecting to your passion, seeing, sorry, it's this card first, seeing how you can influence your circumstances. I've already said you're a natural born leader. You are a master at your craft. You're actually really good at whatever it is you've chosen or has been chosen as your life path for this lifetime. You're very bold, okay? You've also got that vitality of spirit where you can motivate yourself and others when you've got a target. But you must, I always feel, Scorpio, you must have a purpose. You must find your true life's purpose, and then you're committed and you don't lose sight of the goal ever. You never give up. You are protected. They want you to know you are protected. They're showing me the symbol of, it's like a gecko, okay? It always appears in the King of Wands, which means no matter what you are trying to achieve, you are protected. You will get to where you want to go, okay? Now, we've also got the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. Remember, you don't have to do this all by yourself. You are a very good team player. Okay, and you know, people love working with you. You inspire them, and you know, they feel elevated just to walk and work by your side. But also, your friends, they like to be in the mix. They like to be involved in your life, and because you're quite a private sign, sometimes they may feel a little bit shut out. So just watch out for that. You know, people love being in your energy, and whilst it's good for you to be in people's energy, sometimes you need your own space, of course, and they understand that. The Three of Pentacles is also about planning. There's something here that you're engineering right now, and your talent, you're being really proactive. You're going to absolutely smash it out of the park, okay? Your focus is second to none. If you're an artist, of course, or you're someone who's very creative, you're going to there's something here you're planning to do, or something you're building that is going to thrive, and it's going to be very financially rewarding as well. But it requires your purpose, and most importantly, your positivity. They're giving positivity, okay? Very important. Now, there may also be a couple of you, for example, coming together. So if there's you and two others coming together to create something special, or buy something together, or start up a business together, because Three of Pentacles can mean people coming together to help each other collaborate, especially since you've got a Queen of Wands there. Maybe a creative collaboration headed your way in the form of a new job opportunity that comes that's really going to be financially lucrative, okay? And very, very peaceful as well. Also with the Three of Pentacles, I feel a lot of people, they actually talk behind your back about how good you are at what you do, the quality of your craftsmanship. You're really like, you're actually sought after. People actually enjoy watching you work or seeing your work, whatever it is that you do. And I feel like you are building a solid financial future that holds you in good stead for later on in life. Okay, now we've got the Hangman. I'm going to pull a quick card on that Hangman for you. Hangman is all about pause. It is necessary. We don't always have to be on the go, because if we're always busy doing, it means we're trying to ignore something else. Okay, if we are trying to, it's almost like if you see those people who are overachievers, which Scorpio, I feel like sometimes you're an overachiever, it tends to mean there's something else that you're trying to avoid in your life. That needs healing or processing. It can come from, an experience from childhood. It can also come from like a broken heart, or, if a relationship did not go well. There's something there that maybe your guides are trying to edge you towards to sort of let it go and let it flow. For example, they just said to me, for example, let me think of an example. What can I give you as an example? Okay, when I had a breakup many, many years ago, it was awful. I talk about it a lot. It was very damaging, and I launched myself completely into work. Completely. It was like I didn't see nothing else. I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. I became a bit of a recluse and just work. And of course, that was out of balance. Okay, life is all about balance, enjoyment. A little bit of everything that you like is good. Going out with friends, seeing new parts of the world, learning about new cultures, and being creative and earning money and working, and all of those things. They sort of amass into a wonderful, all-rounded life. So just be aware of that. But let me just pull a card on the Hangman, because I feel like sometimes you need time to reflect in order to manifest new opportunities, to allow that abundance to come towards you. But I feel like you sacrifice so much for others, my beautiful Scorpio, that sometimes it is overwhelming, because you may feel like all the sacrifices that you make, that either they don't realize it or recognize how much you sacrifice for them, and it can feel a little bit like you're unappreciated. Now, you don't do these things to get a reward or someone to bring out a big old banner saying, look how great Scorpio is. But sometimes, especially when you're trying to do your own stuff as well, it can feel a little bit overwhelming and a little bit grating. So I just want to pull a card on that Hangman for you, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Nine of Swords. Surrender the anxiety, the worry, the sleepless nights. You don't always have to be on call in your mind. Allow yourself to just surrender. Know that the universe has got your back, okay? Change your perspective. Your sacrifice is worth it, but you don't have to worry anymore. The Nine of Swords in the reverse is like, have faith. If you're overcoming something or you're recovering from something, there is relief here, okay? There is healing. And there was also peace of mind. But they also want you to be aware that when you take a pause, that's where you find your peace of mind. So please take some time out sometimes just for you, just to give your brain like a 10-minute rest. Your brain will thank you for it. And all of a sudden, there's going to be lots of psychic flashes, moments where you just know things. Your intuition really comes back in a very, very strong way. We've got the Fool card, so you're starting something new, and this is all about your journey. You're really focused on your journey, your prosperity path. And the Fool card, it's almost like if you take some time out and delegate other things in your areas of life, you will feel rejuvenated. You'll actually feel like a child again, enjoying a bit more freedom, because you won't be so bogged down by responsibility. So free yourself up a little bit. Life, I know it's very difficult, but I know it's hard to believe sometimes as well. It is for us to enjoy as well, enjoy the journey. The Fool card also, I feel like you're having faith that anything is possible. Your guides are helping you take a chance, or you're reaching for a new adventure in life. There's a new beginning here for you, whether it's a new job opportunity or you're setting up your own business. Financially, you will have what it takes to secure a positive lifestyle where there is financial gain, but also freedom of movement is what they're showing me. Fool card, also, you have so much potential. Just remember to have fun, okay? Remember to have fun. Now also we've got the Knight of Swords, and we got two Knights here, Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups. Go after the things that you love, Scorpio, and don't bother about the rest. There's definitely love coming towards you if you want it. We've got a Knight of Cups will be offered to you. Now, there could be two, because we've got two knights here, two people who have you in their sights. If you're not looking for love, of course, I will discuss that in a moment. But for those who are looking for love, I feel like you have two opportunities. Now, one person is, I mean, they're very honest. Both of them are very honest and open. One is very sort of brave. They're going to come on strong for you. They're going to be sort of like pursuing you quite heavily. And this person, they may try to rush things. They may be a little bit hasty. They are someone who's a very different lifestyle to you. I mean, they are wonderful to be with. But this person, they're a little bit more heady. They're a little bit more logical. If you're looking for, I mean, nothing wrong with this person. They're very blunt, very honest, very open. But if you're looking for a little bit of romance, the Knight of Cups, there's also someone who's very romantic coming on in. Someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, but they have a pace, which is a little bit slower. This person is very charming. And at first you may think, oh, this person's really charming. Can I trust behind the charm? Is it someone I can, really see myself settling down with? Because this person, they tend to flatter people, and not in terms of empty flattery. This person means it. Okay, they give lots of good compliments. This person's very attracted to you. They encourage you. They want to be in your energy. They've got very strong imagination, a lot of valor. So there's two people, and you get to choose. That's your call, because you're turning heads. Okay, just so you're aware, you're very attractive, but you just don't realize how attractive you really are. Now, for those of you who are not looking for love, I feel like this is about you going after the things that you love. Only offer your heart to the things that you feel, you want to achieve, that make you feel good. Also, I feel there's an opportunity that you're having to be bold to go after. So whether it is you're buying your first home, or you're buying a property, or getting into real estate, or you're going after a dream job opportunity, they're saying have courage. Go for it. You can do it. As long as your heart is involved, you will get to where you want to go, okay? Only do things with feeling. You should be satisfied with all of your accomplishments, they just said to me. Now, they're ringing a bell right now, ringing a bell. It's like, I don't even know where I would find that bell. It's a bell that's hanging, and there's like a, the bit that makes the bell sound, they're ringing it from underneath. So it's not like a bell that I'm holding and doing that. It's a bell that is ringing back and forth. So, I mean, back in the day, I feel like the old stock exchange type places may have had that, where they ring a bell at the end of business or something like that. But the bell could signal change for you in some way. I mean, you could literally be listening to this reading and hear a bell, or maybe you just bought a bell that is very sort of old-fashioned bell. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, your name may even be Bell. So please take it as it resonates. A bell, yeah. Maybe it's signaling time. It's about time that you had the courage to believe in yourself, go after your goals and dreams, get out there, network if you have to, if that's for your business. But the Knight of Cups tells me that you have a lot to offer the world, and you are very brave. You are very brave and bold. But sometimes behind that bravery and that momentum and that courage, there is a part of you that doubts yourself, and they don't want you to doubt yourself, okay? And we've also got the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is a card of creative collaborations, soul connections, being able to express yourself passionately. So if you have lost your motivation for your career or something that you used to be passionate about, expect it to return over the full moon period, okay? Also with this Queen of Wands, this is about your attention, being in the now, being magnetic, having that passion, that sensuality, that power, and magnetizing opportunity towards you. You're being inspired. So this is you being encouraged by spirit and your guides to express yourself and express your passions, whatever they may be. Just be mindful that you may have lost that passion recently because of you're burnt out, okay, exhausted. So take a rest and connect. Now, also, we got a King and Queen of Wands there. So if you're already in a relationship, this is about you and this person. Perhaps you're thinking about moving or having a new start somewhere, and you may be trying to collaborate your money together in order to make something work. But power couple, you're making really good decisions, a lot of passion here. If you are single, of course, I feel both of you are, you are going to meet somebody who's equally as passionate as you are, because I feel like you've been meeting people who are just a little bit meh if you've been meeting people at all, because the Four of Swords says you're in a solitary energy, you may have even checked out of the dating game, and I feel like there is someone here who's coming on in, but again, you got two opportunities. There's a King of Pentacles on the board and a King of Wands. So I feel like one is very hasty, very passionate, one is, you know, and one is very a little bit more slower, romantic, methodical, and both are beautiful energies, but it depends on what you're searching for in life. Okay, now I'm just going to pull some final cards to see if there's anything else your guides want you to be aware of. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity coming your way. This is the second time. They want you to be aware that you are a gift and you're being sent a gift. Okay, there's financial gain attached to this, but this is success. This is, you know, it all connects to your second house of value. You valuing yourself actually attracts more prosperity, so be mindful of that. So this is the start of good fortune. It's going to open doors. Your commitment, your dedication, your drive is going to open doors, and there's a lot of prosperity there behind it as well. Okay, so some of you are looking for a new home. There's going to be one that pops up there for you. You're going to make an offer on it. I feel like there may be someone else who's vying for it as well, but I feel like you'll be quite quick and you will secure the one that you want. Okay, now I'm just going to get some final cards to close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Your guys also want you to know that because of your beautiful soul and your you have a playful spirit. Very feisty, but you have a very playful spirit. But sometimes you forget about it because you've got a lot of responsibility. But because of that playful spirit, you actually tend to look younger than you are. Okay, so they're just indicating here to keep remembering your childlike spirit, because that is the thing that keeps you looking as young as you are. So you may get a lot of compliments often that, oh my gosh, I can't believe your age. You don't even look it. So, and also something about your eyes. Your eyes are so piercing. I know that's meant to be a Scorpio trait. People don't tend to like to look or let you look into their eyes because you tend to see them. You see them clearly. You're not the sort of person who wants to judge a person as soon as you meet them, but you tend to get a very strong sense of a person as soon as you meet them. So if you wonder why people tend to avoid your eyes or something like that, it's because you see through them. You're like a human X-ray machine, okay, Scorpio. But don't let that put you off connecting to other people and think you'd rather be a solitary energy, because that they actually want to be in your energy, but they sometimes feel a little bit intimidated or overwhelmed because you come with the truth, and some people don't. They feel that you come with the truth and they can't handle it. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. We've got dog friend. Now there's lots of different dogs there. There's a wolf, coyote, lots of different dogs. So I feel like loyalty, of course, is very, very important for you, Scorpio. At the very base of your soul, loyalty is the most important. Tell a lie to a Scorpio, oh my gosh, expect Armageddon. At the worst, I even say that Armageddon is sort of better than a Scorpio silence, because when they cut you and you're gone, it's a very empty tumbleweed town without a Scorpio, if you don't mind me saying. Maybe I'm just biased because I am one. Anyway, it says, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. And that's exactly who you are, Scorpio. You're so loyal to the people that you care about, and not everybody gets into your social circle or even into your inner circle, but you would do anything for those people. And I feel like you're loyal, true blue. Choose to be happy, very, very important. Remember to be positive, but you're very protective. And from that protection, sometimes a lot of responsibility comes on your shoulders because you feel like you have the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. You don't have to do it all by yourself. You can delegate. Teamwork. People do want to help you. They do want to be there for you. Okay, let's see what else comes out for you. Any further advice from Spirit? What do your guides want you to know? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What are they meant to see? Now, what they're showing me is they're showing me people throwing rice. Now that in ancient times used to be symbolizing a celebration, normally a marriage. I mean, probably not very good to be doing right now, but throwing rice. So that can either mean there's something to celebrate coming your way, or some of you may be actually getting married, or maybe you're hoping to get married. But I feel you actually see someone get married. And it's always lucky to see the bride, is what they're showing me. So I feel like they're trying to show me there's good luck. Maybe you just saw a wedding as you were, and you saw a bride getting married recently, or you will do in the next 4 to 5 weeks. It signals some sort of good fortune headed your way. It's like a symbol, a sign, an indication. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Any further messages? What are they meant to see for their highest good? Thank you so much. Oh, they want me to go one more. That's a lot. Thank you. Okay, so these are obviously things they want you to think about. We have toxic love. Okay, Scorpio, if you tend to attract toxic love, this is about letting that go and valuing yourself more. It says, don't pollute your body by holding on to what you think is for you. Not aligned, drama, low vibrational. You know, Scorpio, if it hurts, it's not good for you. So it's about letting things go, especially if you feel bonded to a person who continually wants to hurt you. Now, Scorpio, they're actually giving me something very important here, which means, okay, let me just, okay, so what they're showing me is, because you have such a strong character and a very strong facade, when people hurt you, and this is not just toxic love in relationships, this can be in family dynamics, it can be in friendships. When people hurt you, Scorpio, because you've got such a good poker face, you may be crushing inside. Your heart may be broken into a tiny million pieces on the floor inside your body, but you would never allow that to show on your face at first, okay? You'd rather sort of hold that energy and take it until you get home and then crumble on the floor or on your bed or something like that. Because you have that strength, sometimes people want to be more cruel to you so they can get a reaction. Be mindful of that. If someone you feel is saying horrible things to you, or trying to hurt you even further, it's because they want to get a reaction. Those people, very, very toxic. You don't need those people in your life, Scorpio, okay? This time period is all about value. It says victory. So again, it comes back to whoever has done you wrong in the past, they're going to see your success, and your success is your revenge. You let karma deal with everything else, okay? Because you are evolved. And it says your victory is just around the corner. You have won the battle. Mastery, successful outcome, dominion, win. Major win coming your way. Believe in yourself and you shall receive for yourself. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio. We also have preparation, and that's you. You're always prepared. You've always got a strategy. So again, they're picking up on the same energy. If you want the victory, be prepared for the fight. Time to plan. Don't get caught off guard. So that's you. Preparation for victory, getting the victory. So social circle. Very important. Social circle. So getting back to connecting with friends that you haven't seen for a while, or maybe even if you feel like you're in a solitary energy and you haven't got many friends, I feel like you could be putting yourself out there to meet new people in different scenarios. Doing something for you, for example, learning a new hobby or a skill to put yourself in a new circle of friends. But I feel like it's about you enjoying yourself a little bit more as well, and focusing on building solid connections. It says, whether it's new friends or old ones, they will bring new energy to your soul. Friends, social ties, social activity, crowd. Okay, so this is more about rejuvenating your energy, especially if you've been exhausted, working really hard and focusing on the humdrum of life. We've also got walk the path. And you are so walking the path, my beautiful Scorpio. It says, you have to do what is right for you. No one walks in your shoes. Comparing life, social pressures. Yes, sometimes you have to go off on your own and be that lone wolf. Sometimes people will not understand your journey or the things that you do or why you do them. And that's okay, because it's not their journey, it's yours. So you're meeting your own expectations, and that's the most important thing, okay? We've also got harvest. A lot of good things coming towards you, Scorpio, because you put in the hard work. Harvest time means you've already sown the seeds, you've nurtured something to fruition, and now it's time to enjoy your spoils. It says you're about to receive rewards for all your hard work and dedication. Happiness, wealth, blessings overflow. So that's why you got your whole reading is scattered with coins. So very, very lucrative time for you to receive abundance. And finally, we've got cut away. Again, we've mentioned that in the reading, the energy is very strong there. It says, cut toxic relationships, situations that do not positively serve you. Detach, break up, sever, disconnect. Look at this figure. She's seriously contemplating you know, cutting cords with people in her life, or cutting cords with situations in her life that no longer serve any purpose, any positive purpose anyway. So very important messages there. I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much for advice, angels. Can you please guide? Well, they only want one. So we got a leaf. So this could be about turning over a new leaf, but also it's about cutting things away, okay? In order to, whenever you think about plants, trees, you know, or roses, bushes, and things like that, you have to deadhead the roses. You have to prune away the things that are like shedding anyway, in order to promote more positive growth. So, you know, you always cut back your hedges and things like that for a better harvest the next year, or a better growth the next year. So I feel like this is a very important message for you, okay? Now they're just giving me one more image, so I'll just, I'm just gonna pop this down on the, oh, they said quick King of Pentacles. They're just giving me an image before we go. Okay, so I'm not really sure how to decode this image, but what they're showing me is like a ball of yarn, or a ball of wool or string. And it's almost like the string is being like, the way they're showing me, it's almost like unrolling or unraveling this ball of string and giving it to each person or each thing that you touch. So they want you to be aware of how you're connected to so many things, and how like we're all connected, we're all one. So either that's like, maybe you've gone to a therapy session or some sort of counseling session where they did like a ball of string or ball of yarn sort of like analogy or something. They're just showing me how connected you are to everything that you experience in your life, and you take that experience with you. It's always connected to you. So you must cut the string if it no longer serves a part of your journey, okay? So I'm going to just leave it like that. I mean, it could literally mean that you're doing some DIY right now and you're using a ball of yarn or string, or it can mean that you're actually knitting or something like that, depending on what you're doing. So please take it as it resonates. I'm going to leave it there. If you'd like to be with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write 5 things down that you feel are blocking your path in your life, and find a creative way to release them to the universe, whether it's a burning ritual done safely outside, or you rip it up and throw it in the trash. That's your call. In the comments box below, just put this sentence: I've let it go, now I'm in the flow. And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload only. Also, if something resonates here for you, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too, okay? Now, they're showing me a very important image. I must say this before I go, okay? Because I feel like it's about you taking a pause. So about before you take a new start or a leap of faith or something like that. They're showing me, it must be connected to the yarn as well. They're showing me a silver thimble on someone's finger. So, you know, whenever you're like sewing or even mending something, it's protection, so you don't hurt yourself. So I feel like there's an energy here of protecting yourself. See your strategy. Make sure you formulate a plan. Trust your intuition, but make sure you've safeguarded yourself. So, because I feel like it's protection, okay? For something that has the power to hurt you, I guess. Needle, it could just nip you a little bit, but I feel it's to safeguard yourself. You are protected. They just said you are protected, so that they're indicating that you are protected, okay? Just so you're aware, but still take that time to pause, do your due diligence before you make any major changes in your life, and watch yourself fly, okay? I'll leave it there, my beautiful Scorpio. Thank you so much, and love and light.